Up to this point, we have been looking at changing or how quickly a reaction proceeds with a change in concentration, or trying to determine what the concentration would be after a given amount of time. We are now going to move on to our next part of looking at reaction rates, and we will be looking at temperature and the rate. So you would think that as we add in energy, temperature, that a reaction would proceed more smoothly or more quickly, and we do. So let's write some of this out. Collision theory or model. What that tells us is we need energy and orientation for effective reactions. Effective reactions. I'm saying one thing and writing something else. Effective reactions. And you're familiar with this from last year. You have some reactants over here, and every reaction has to go through this collision process, and if they have enough energy, this reaction happens to be exothermic. These are products. This up here is what's called the activated complex, in which all the reactants are broken down, and then the reaction starts proceeds for coming back together and making products. And again, this part can end up being up here. This is exothermic. If it was up here, it'd be endothermic. But every reaction must have something that gets us from this point to this point, whatever that level happens to be. And we get that in E sub A, which is called the activation energy. So every reaction has to have some type of activation energy in order to get it going. Something even like gasoline. You would be very cautious going around a bunch of gasoline if you had matches, but those matches would provide the necessary energy to get that reaction moving. Okay, next on our list here. Let's bring up the Arrhenius equation. The equation is K is equal to capital A, E as an exponential. I'll put the little caret thing in there. Never know if I should or shouldn't. I just put it in there. E sub A, activation energy, over RT. So let's give a little name to what these things are. But we'll start off saying what this does is it relates how reactions are dependent on molecules with enough activation energy the number of molecules colliding, and for that we're talking about concentration, and orientation. So as far as who's who here, we have the rate constant. I'm going to have arrows going all over the place here, so get ready. That's the rate constant. For the letter A, that just has to do with the total number of collisions. And I believe it's called the frequency factor. But we're not going to really worry about that. It's just a constant. It doesn't really affect anything. We just ignore it. E is just exponential probability. E sub A we already talked about. That is activation energy. I'm sorry, is yeah, activation energy. R is the rate constant and T is temp. And the rate constant, that's the 8.314 joules per mole per Kelvin. And I'll put that over here. For R. Okay. And I'm going to write the A thing down here again. A is the frequency factor that varies little with temp. Temp. All right, let me add one more item to that. So as temperature increases, bring this down so we can actually see it. As the temp increases, what we're going to see will lower E sub A RT as a whole function. This whole thing would get lowered as this number goes up. And as that number goes up, you end up with a higher rate constant value, which really is direct thinking. It didn't seem direct the way we put this together. But as the temperature goes up, your rate constant value goes up. In other words, you're getting more reactions taking place. More activation energy, temperature, more reaction taking place, higher rate constant. We looked at other rate law equations in which it's rate over the concentrations. The higher the K value, the more reaction taking place. Got it. Okay. Let's take a look at a problem in our homework. Actually, I am going to skip this problem. I'm going to show it to you and then just ax it. So we're sitting here, we're looking at this problem there. Nope, not going to do it. It kind of goes along with the idea of the Arrhenius equation, but it's going to seem confusing, so we're just going to ignore that one. I think I am going to introduce some other ones if I get the chance here. We'll take a look here. First, let's move on to, we'll do a setup here, we won't get terribly far. I want to introduce another equation. So I'm going to say determine activation energy. So, which is kind of interesting because it kind of seems like something you have to be given, but we're actually going to determine it indirectly. We're going to use the Arrhenius equation, which we just had previously in your notes, and we're going to pretend that we're going to suggest that we have two different rate constants. And in order to have two different rate constants, because it is a constant, we have to have two different temperatures. And if we can take this data of rate constant and temperature and look at a difference within them, we can actually set up a relationship. So I'm going to show you, for example, if we were to take the natural log of the Arrhenius equation, it would look like this. I'll set it up like this so we can see it maybe a little bit better. This is an integrated version of the Arrhenius equation. So fantastic. We've got all our components within here. Now, this may look somewhat familiar. Having the y equals mx plus b. The tricky thing in here is trying to figure out what's m, slope, and what is x in this equation. The slope is actually, I'll go ahead and write it out. X is equal to the inverse of temperature in this term. And M is everything else remaining, negative EA over R. So when you go through an equation and slope pops out, it's like, oh, fantastic. You still have to deal with R, which is 8.314 value, that you have to apply to this, multiply times negative R, really, to get activation energy isolated. Now, we just mentioned that we have to have two parts to this. So we have to do a subtraction of two of these terms, or equations, in order to set up our actual working equation. So let me pause here and we'll start up the next lecture with that.